Hey everyone, how's it going? How is everyone doing? It is Friday. Fantastic Friday. That's good stuff, right? So, hope you're doing well. It's Friday. Love it. And know that we're about to come up to some decisions over the weekend, right? Friday. Are we going to dip? Are we going to pump? Looking like a lot of stuff's oversold. So, I'm thinking like we might dip a little bit more and then pump on the weekend. Let's see where we go. Let's see who's here. Lily, nice to see you. I love that you love my show, and I hope that you keep watching. It's great stuff. All right. So, Antonius, don't get nervous. Just wait and hodl, of course. Who's nervous? Nobody's nervous. Not me. And I'm excited, Kenton. Absolutely. I'm excited too. Jamal, nice to see you guys. What's up, Kenneth? What's up, Manya? Vatican, CJ, anyone else that's here? If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, do give a comment. Say you're here. Love to know who's watching and who's engaged as well, guys. If you want to help me out, click that like and subscribe button and that share button if you like. Get the word out as mass adoption comes. We need more information out there, and so that's what we're gonna try and do. All right, so let's try to get started. Who's here? Who's not here? There's Todd. Nice to see you. You're blind. Why are you blind? That's not good. Morning, Jason. Morning, Jethro. So let's jump in. What's going on in the market? Let's talk about did we actually collapse over Goldman Sachs FUD? Man, even veterans are getting shaky these days. Even some influencers that I've watched recently have had extreme blowups for no reason. It seemed like other than emotion. So let's see where we're going and. Let's talk a little bit about what's happened. And today I'm going to focus on a little bit of Shave Shift, a little bit about Goldman, and a little bit of XRP. So if you guys are curious how my decision's been slowly changing about it, I'm going to show you some things that I have had obviously read. Some people have asked me to read. Some people have shown me something and said, if you read it, just tell me your opinion. And so what I've done is I've collected a bunch of resources myself and other people like Kenneth send me some stuff to read and get my opinion. And you're going to love my opinion of XRP, guys, because I'm going to show you some of the reasons why my mind has changed. And that's really important. Okay. So let's jump in. Vatican, you're feeling sad. Neo and they're all down, but guess what? What goes down comes back up. Keep remember, VeChain absolutely is. Mitra, nice to see you. Great, Brian, nice to see you. I love you all, guys. It's great. So, guys, right now, just so that you know, ETH shorts are at an all-time high. All-time high. We're gonna see a squeeze soon. Be careful. We probably should think about if you're a trader. This is not financial advice, just letting you know it's educational. But if you're a trader right now, you're going to look at that and go, it's a good time to get in the long. And you'd be like, why would you do that? Because squeezes, right? Think about every time there was too many Bitcoin shorts, it pumped. Every time there were too many Bitcoins that were going long positions, they started to short it. The market just all of a sudden collapses a little bit, which is kind of interesting. So a squeeze might be coming soon. Keep your eyes open. Now, getting on to Shapeshift. Now, today, or yesterday, sorry, Shapeshift came out and said, guys, basically we are going to start having KYC. It has to be done. And there was a lot of pushback. A lot. Some people were on Twitter saying like Shapeshift is bullshit. I hate it. It's garbage. They've sold out. Blah blah. What people need to realize is as the world becomes more regulated, and Shapeshift is a Canadian-based company as far as I believe, or at least the actors from Shapeshift I know are all from Canada, Toronto specifically. We can look at that and see that KYC, as much as some people think it's a bad thing, is it really a bad thing? Is it really bad to know who is actually trading crypto? For example, let me just play devil's advocate for you. So you're like, yeah, what is so bad? I'm an innocent person. I've never done anything wrong. But think about it. If I'm on Shapeshift and I'm in Iran, Iraq, if I'm in Jamaica, if I'm in Canada, if I'm in the United States, if I'm in Brazil or Colombia, if I want to do crime, it's really, really easy to do those things if I don't have KYC. So maybe it might not be a huge amount of money going through it, but on Shapeshift, you might be sending in and out funds for things that are illegal. Who knows, right? And so with KYC, we can make sure that doesn't happen, which is I don't know why anyone would think that's a bad thing other than the fact that there's regulations and they don't like it. But regulations are inevitable. So where's Bitcoin going to bottom out? I think it's very close. I don't know if it's going to drop too much more just because of mining difficulty, guys. So let me just jump into this real quick. Traders that I know they do TA and it works extremely well. But if you don't understand where the mining comes in, and you only look at TA like a stock, you are doing something actually wrong. And I'm going to explain this to you why. As mining difficulty increases, it costs more money to create a Bitcoin. So when it first came out, it probably cost you almost nothing to create a Bitcoin. But now it's extremely difficult, right? So these machines are all working. And I saw an interview with someone yesterday that had, I think it was 6 TI 1080s, and they only were making $10 a day or something, like $6 a day. It was horrible. So that's what happens when difficulty increases, and that's a problem, obviously, as you can tell, because it's as if difficulty increases, it costs more money. Obviously, if it costs more money to create Bitcoin, some people might turn off their miners if they're losing money, right? And so big organizations might also start turning off their miners because they're losing money. So what's going to happen is you're going to see that is actually going to play a factor into where we go in terms of technical analysis. There's going to be that fundamental piece right there. It's so different from stock. It will change how they price how Bitcoin's price will move. So technical analysis, yes, it could go to 48, 49, but taking into consideration mining, I don't think it can drop too much lower than it is right now because people can't mine it and make any profit. So why would they? So that's just one thing I want you guys to think about. Gloombastic, what's up? Your hands are getting weak trying to hold on. Miner is way less, 0.5 times 1070s and $225. Yeah, I know. It's really brutal. I hear you, Gloombastic. I really do. You could turn them off for now. If the market comes back up, you turn them back on, you'll make profit again. But yeah, it's really hard because then you have all the Bitmain and all those guys mining insane amounts, and they're really getting all the rewards. You're not getting anything mining from yourself at home. So that dream, I told people 6 months ago not to get into mining, and the reason why I said that is because difficulty keeps increasing, and there's big, huge, massive warehouses that are actually doing a lot of that stuff for you. So keep that in mind. What's up, Dom? What's up, Joseph, Joy, Ashley? How you doing? What happens when all coin is mined then? Well, how it works is this, Ashley. When you have, when you're mining Bitcoin, for example, right? You also have transaction fees. Obviously, when Bitcoin's really slow and no one's mining it, it's really, really difficult because, what you see is crypto basically comes used for mining. Basically, you're going to mine it for transaction fees, so it's not going to be as profitable. But you got to think about this: Bitcoin transaction fees, when it's a lot more expensive than it is right now, will be very much worth mining for. So that's something also to think about. What's up, Alvaro? Nice to see you as well. Transaction fees are definitely paid out. Yeah, so it's good to know that, guys. A lot of good questions today. Keep them coming. Jesse says, the news is following the price instead of the price that follows the news. Or did Bitcoin go to 7K because of Goldman Sachs involved in that effing joking media? I don't think so, man. I think it's, we're going to tell ourselves that. What's up, Yasser? My brother. I think the mining ship sailed, at least for the average Joe. It did. It really, really did, guys. And it's unfortunate because it was really nice when we all could make something, but it's rough. What's up, Bakta? Nice to see you, brother. Okay, let's jump into some news. So, obviously, we all hear this. We're like, oh my god, Goldman Sachs, fake news, big problem, not a good thing. Okay, I understand that. I kind of cued you guys on that the other day, but it was too late. ETH is definitely going to hell. I agree with that. Well, fake news. Okay, here's what you have to understand, guys. China FUD, South Korea FUD, India FUD, FUD. If you cannot start seeing through the FUD, that's not good. You need to start seeing through it. You have to start questioning things like, Goldman Sachs has a ton of crypto experts. Goldman Sachs is one of the first people to be positive about crypto. They have a desk that was really going to be set up, and all of a sudden, we're not going to do it anymore, and you're not going to question that. You're just going to dump the market $40 billion. That's kind of some really psychologically crappy stuff there, and it's showing how weak-handed the market actually is, which also shows us we should probably be closer to when we start to grow again, because that's what's happening. And I'm going to talk about a little bit about the stock market and the gold market, because Goldman actually talked about it as well. I'm going to show you why maybe they actually said that on purpose to get more crypto cheap. Think about this one. Dentrix bought some Poly last night. That's great. Poly is a great project, and it's going to go big places. ETH shorts at all-time high. Possible short squeeze coming. Oh yeah, baby. And ETH is likely coming to 230, very likely. Start fact checking and checking sources. Am I doing something wrong, Kenneth? Did I say something wrong? Oh, you're saying because of the fake news. Oh, absolutely, Kenneth. Absolutely agree with you there. Shab, nice to see you. Aaron, sorry I'm late. Don't be sorry. Come on now. When is the XRP video coming out? Aaron, I am actually going to talk a lot about XRP. I'm just kind of what I'm starting to realize is if I make a video about XRP, you guys might not watch it because it's going to be pre-recorded. So what I've been doing is collecting evidence, and I'm going to show you some evidence of what I've found and what a lot of my members probably think. Turn up the volume. Okay, got it. So I'm going to tell you what I found and what I think and how I've changed my thinking and why I've changed my thinking, and so that you guys can start seeing that it's not I just changed my mind. It's there's a lot of evidence to prove why I did, and I want you to see that. All right, some questions. I'm still mining a decent amount of coin, not much, but still something. Hey, if you're still mining it and you have to get your ROI back from the mining machines, keep mining. If you're making profit, if you're not, I mean, there's no point in mining something that's going to lose you money too. So, there we go. All right. Let's get some. You bought some XRP, Gloombastic? Awesome. Wait till you guys see this. You're going to definitely have a change of heart. I'm telling you, I had a huge change of heart. It's coming. All right. So Goldman Sachs, check this out. Fake news, FUD, they're very pro-crypto. Then all of a sudden they're not pro-crypto. And then they have $112 billion crypto money manager asking for their experts. So they have such good experts that someone who has $100 billion is asking to talk to them. Think about that, guys. You just have to put two and two together. The more you start looking at things objectively and seeing it from the outside in and then trying to connect dots, the more you're going to go, holy crap, in this industry. I'm telling you, it's really obvious. So, another thing I was talking about, this is from Goldman. This is why I'm talking about it still. This is how I'm linking these two things together. So, Goldman came out, right? What you're seeing is a bull-bear indicator. What you see right now is we're literally almost at an all-time high for bullishness again. If you see the chart, you can see that very clearly that we're really run up on the bull side. What usually means is after that we get above that 0%, that 5%, we start actually losing money. Not losing money, but we go bearish for 5-year patterns, okay? The market usually uses in 5 to 10-year patterns. So we might go on a 5-year bear. And this is what I've been trying to tell you guys. I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow. I'm not saying anything. What I'm trying to do is not scare you. What I'm trying to do is help you guys learn to hedge. So you're going to see that gold and silver are going to start to rise a little bit through this process. Okay, here's where we're going to see. So, or as Goldman puts it, our bear bull market cycle indicator is flashing red. So what you can see here is this above my head right there. That's in the red zone for we're about to go drop again. Look at the last time it happened right beside me here in 2008. We dropped crazy, right? And then what did we do? We came back up. What did we have in the 1990s? The same thing. We dropped and then we came back up. But look how much we dropped in 2008 and look how much we've run up since. Think about that. We're higher than we've been since 40 years ago. Almost since the 60s. Think about that, guys. This is what I've been trying to show you. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to show you stuff and show you facts. And this is a fact that we are run up. And all of a sudden there's FUD. Goldman Sachs apparently, we know it's not that, but Goldman Sachs news could start of pushing the bear market cycle, pushing it down, right? In the crypto market. And all of a sudden, they're also posting things like this saying, our stock markets are run up. Last time gold was at this price, X happened. And these are the things we have to look at. So, coming into XRP, so I know you guys wanted me to talk about it. First thing that every single person, including myself when I was wrong, said, and this changed, obviously. It wasn't 7% forever. This has happened over time. But over time, since I haven't done research before, and I went back now and done it, I've noticed this, and this is a really good statistic. 4 groups control 58% of all Bitcoin mining. 3 pools controls 57% of ETH. Ripple only runs 7% of its validators on their XRP ledger. It actually is a freaking hell of a lot less centralized than Bitcoin and Ethereum. Yeah, take that shit in, because I was under the belief that it was the opposite. But here's what happened. They put money into escrow, meaning they have to slow release it and no one can just take that money out. This is some big news, guys. I'm telling you. Some huge stuff happening. So, Demi, cheers. Cheers to you too. All right, continuing with XRP, let's look at control. So, as over time, because we're talking about mining, right? I told you that mining has to be taken into consideration, not just TA. Here is why, okay? So, when we mine, when everyone was mining at home, it was great, okay? Here's what I'm telling you. When you were all mining at home, it was more, sorry, I'm opposite on here. It was more decentralized above me, right, okay? It was more decentralized. And XRP before was actually flipping, like it was opposite, okay? What happened over time is because of these huge mining pools, they actually created it. They actually are creating a more centralized version of that cryptocurrency. Whereas XRP keeps making partnerships and keeps putting a good chunk of their crypto into other companies, making it more and more decentralized. Okay? You're starting to see this stuff, right? Preaching. What have you been preaching, Jason, for a long time? You're talking about XRP, or you're talking about the fact that the stock markets are run up, and it's very possible that they're in that zone where they might start to come down. I'm not saying we're gonna. I said crash the other day. Maybe that was the wrong word, but it's definitely gonna have a bear market cycle. It has to. Can't stay up forever. We're gonna probably lose. Usually, a bear market cycle indicates 20 to 30% loss at one time, without going back up before like it's hit that. So we could see that probably happening, and that's where we're up. So. Continuing on with XRP, you can see right now that I was, and you probably have been fooled by people, or you didn't continue reading about it because you made your choice. Well, Jason, man, I'm telling you right now, I have Kenneth to thank for this because he's the one who actually was like the one who opened my eyes to it, and now I'm seeing real clear. Trust me. Is EOS worth holding on to? That's a financial statement, but what I would say personally is I have some EOS and I am holding some personally, and I don't really know for sure, but it's one of the highest volume coins on all the markets right now. So it's most traded coin as of right today. It was one of the highest traded or the most traded coin. There you go. So Ripple does not cripple, guys. That's true. Jojo, you got it, baby. Ripple doesn't cripple. Actually, Ripple does cripple other cryptocurrencies that are not going to be able to not make it at this level. Like these guys have so much set up, guys. You have no idea. It's so much to take in. This is why I'm doing it in pieces. I'm serious. I'm doing it in pieces every time I'm doing a video or every couple videos. I'm going to talk about Ripple so I can show you the information as it comes to me, so you guys can actually process it. Because if I did a whole video on Ripple, it would take me an hour, and you guys would lose it. It'd be over your top of your head. So today, just recently, Ripple confirmed that it made its 100th contract for production. 100. So remember talking about centralization and decentralization. The more contracts they sign, the more people that hold XRP, the less centralized it is because they don't own a huge chunk of it and can't control what's going on with the crypto. You're the man, regardless of the fund. They have played the chess game well. Absolutely, they are. Absolutely, 100%. XRP has compromised Coach K. Who are you and what have you done with Joel? You know what, Alan? This is what happened, okay? And let me just be real with you here. What happened here is this, Alan. XRP was really, before, a long time ago, very centralized, very much a banker's coin, very much not with the coil and all the other things they're doing. They're doing really good stuff for the whole industry and donating money to charity, money to schools and education. This is good stuff. I can't hate on something that does that. I'm a former educator myself. So there you go. For example, bringing on Zoe Cruz earlier this year. If you don't know who she is, I suggest looking at her. Yeah, Zoe Cruz, that's what's up. Their whole team is a class. Absolutely. Their whole team is amazing. And the more you read about it, Alan, the more you'll see why I flipped my script. And remember, my original stuff that I thought about Ripple was legit. It made sense that time. It actually was quite centralized at the start. But as you see that chart, it's moving further away from centralization and further toward decentralization with things that I show you right here. This is why my whole mentality about Ripple has changed, because what they've done is basically done the opposite of what everyone didn't like it for. And now you just have to do the research again, you'll see that. And is this a coin that dollar? What do you mean? Is it under a dollar? Yes. Ripple is a coin under a dollar. Just take a quick look on it. XRP will pass ETC price. XRP will pass over $400 according to Yasser. Potentially for me, if you do math and you take $7 trillion that are going every single day in and out, in and out, and in and out. Okay, when you see that $7 trillion going in the market, in the banks, out the banks, in the banks, out the banks. Well, one bank, if we have all the banks that have to hold Ripple so they can do that, or XRP, sorry, not Ripple. If they hold XRP and they have to do those transactions, if you need, let's say, to have as a bank 3 trillion in reserve every day, think about that. If you have 20 banks that need 3 trillion, that's $60 trillion that XRP could potentially be worth, divided by only 100 billion supply. You guys can do the math and see where the hell we could go. It's huge. Sure, there'll be competition, so we have to take some of that out. But even with that, it's just like blow your mind, guys. It's gonna blow your effing mind. Just saying how cheap it is. Yeah, it is absolutely cheap. Sorry, Leroy. It's hard to. I'm doing two things at one time. So yeah, it is very cheap right now. I'm glad for you guys and for myself that I saw this now, because the first time I ever saw Ripple was like 17 or 18 cents. That I actually looked at it and was like, this looks like an interesting project. And I had seen it at like a cent, and I was like, whatever. But at 17, 18 cents, I started looking at it seriously, because I saw it had come up from like a penny or less than that, actually, like 0.0001 pennies or something. Okay, I talked to him real good, huh, Jason? All right. Be humble. Now, last thing. So, I don't know if you guys know what SAP. Basically, SAP is testing XRP integration. So they do like, Kenneth, give me some feedback here. SAP basically is the way that institutions or something. What did I say? It's like an Is it institution? I can't remember what it is exactly. SAP is. My brain is farting right now so hard it's not even funny. Anyways, let's continue on. Someone give me some help here. In one of the XRP meetups in Seoul, Paul Warren Anderson was asked to comment about fees and other topics on XRP Ledger. He responded to all questions, and during that response, he talked a little about the initial creation of XRP Ledger. You can choose 2 or 3 things when you create a blockchain: technology, scalability, security, decentralization. He indicated that Ripple chose scalability and security. Oh, S&P 500. That's why. Okay, SAP 500. That's right. But the further decentralization of validator nodes, yes, absolutely. And TechnoSide 2018 is really the year for decentralization. It is. And here's the cruel thing: is that it's amazing. No, that's S&P 500. No, SAP. I swear to God, what I was looking it up today, and I had the answer. My brain is completely farted because it's 12 o'clock at night, and it's been quite a long day. But it has to do with a financial term. I just want to get the right exact. Anyway, I'll get it. All right. So what it is basically they're going to use it, the XVIA plugin, to allow these SAP customers, which I think are institutionals, but I'm trying to correct me if I'm wrong. Please help me, guys. And what they do is they make cross-border payments the ways of emails are the way they are as emails today. So you're not keeping track of what's going on in the plumbing as corporate treasurer. You just click send XVIA and can settle with XRapid. Pretty cool stuff. Like super instant. As we know, Ripple's extremely fast. The Coach K Ripple bot is falling. It's failing. Overloading does not compute. Is it really? I don't know. S&P SE is a software corporation that makes enterprise software to manage business operations. Yes, so it's basically a customer relations management, it's not a CRM. My brain is just completely farted. I'm looking for the link in English. Thank you. Please do again. Now, back to this. Do you guys think, there's a question, do you guys think that Ripple is a project that now you should at least look at and at least do your own research for again? If you had done research before, I implore all of you to do research again. I implore all of you to understand the impact that it's about to have, okay? And when you start to follow the numbers, it's going to blow your mind at how crazy this stuff is. So, Anyways, that's pretty much all I'm going to talk about today. It's been about 30 minutes or so, and yeah. Anyone want any questions? So yes, there's software solutions. Yeah, so basically SAP does software solutions. XRapid equals XRP. XCurrent and XVIA are XR equals XRP is not required. So business software who controls stocks, orders, production time, a big player in the industry. SAP is mostly applied by multinationals. ERP Microsoft solution is NAV, concurrence of SAP. Okay, so basically it's a software for businesses, and they use it for settling accounts. Okay, so when they settle their accounts, what they do is like, I want to send, I'm an institution, want to send you money. So I take my money, and instead of paying you in cash, I use XVIA. I send you a request, and you send me XRapid back. Quick time, like instant. As we know, XRP has done transactions that took 3 seconds to send $3 billion, and it took 1 penny to actually do the fee. Crazy stuff. Sergi, don't worry, you can always watch it again, as you know. So yes, XVIA can settle with XRP, which basically gives it another use case, right? Because it gives it more utility, right? We can use it for something else as a payment, which is great. Joel, the thing is, Ripple knows the banks are not going away, providing a link to the digital asset world. Yeah, Ripple basically is going to make the banks have a purpose with blockchain and cryptocurrency technology. And they're not going to push them completely out. What they're going to do is help them adapt and hopefully help them not write paperback loans, which would cause Bitcoin and everything else to kind of go to shit, like our paper money. Or if you look at Venezuela, you can see that their money is being used to make basket weaving because it's worth nothing. That is what hyperinflation causes, and that's what cryptocurrency is also going to cause. So I begrudgingly add it to the list. Respect your judgment. Trust me, Alan, I'm telling you, follow the money. You know, they always tell you to follow the paper trail when you're doing an investigation and anything. Alan, follow the money. I'm telling you, you and I were wrong. I'll admit when I'm wrong. I don't care. Trust me, I was wrong. You guys are going to see that I was wrong. And you're probably, if you have a bad feeling about Ripple, have been influenced by people that didn't like it for the wrong reasons now that don't exist. Like I just proved to you guys. That's one of the biggest things people have said. It's not decentralized, it's centralized. And I just killed that tonight. And that was what I want to do. Just one little thing every day to give you guys what I'm telling you instead of making one long, boring video. Okay? So, yes, you got it, brother. So if you missed the beginning, don't worry, Harold. You guys always can go and watch it again, and that's what's all about. Escrow transfer of 50 billion took 3 to 4 seconds for pennies, and that's what it's all about. XRP better than TRX? Yes, XRP is going to be better than TRX, but I think TRX also is going to be quite big. They have a lot of things going for them, and buying BitTorrent was a very smart thing because it gives them scalability and speed that they didn't have before. So there are things that are going good in both projects. And remember, just because crypto's down financial-wise doesn't mean that we're out. And I'm telling you right now, there's some crazy cool stuff happening in the industry. And if you start going to conferences and start seeing and talking to some of the people, you'll realize that a lot of these BS projects, we're all laughing at them when they come on stage. It's actually kind of funny because they're bullcrap and when their use case is zero. And then those people get weeded out quick. And the people that have good ideas, we all talk about them. And there's more traction in networking right now in crypto than there ever has been. So keep that in mind. So different producers, different products, absolutely. And here's the thing. Toronto's focused on dApps mostly, right? So they're going to create a lot of stuff. And hopefully they won't crash like CryptoKitties did. And hopefully ETH will not continue to crash. But if being oversold, we might start to come back a bit. So that's where we are at. Do I still recommend EOS? That's a hard one because the thing is with EOS, we don't know anything for sure. And so I don't really recommend any coin right now. If you're gonna hold something, I would say Bitcoin is your safest bet right now. But in terms of recommending a coin like EOS, I don't know. The only thing with EOS that's good is their volume is there and there's actually people trading it. So that's a positive thing for EOS. But we have to just wait with that one because we really have to see if they're going to do what they said they're going to do with that $4 billion. Are they really the best snake oil salesman ever? We'll have to find out. On the use case, maybe a segment in this soon would be a good lesson for many. Absolutely. I would love to do a video on the use case. That can be something I focus on in another show, maybe after the weekend. XRP not better than ETC? XRP is better than ETC. It will be. I'm telling you right now. If you follow the money, guys. Follow the money. Okay? They say this in investment and police reports. They say it all the time on TV. You follow the money. If you start doing number crunching and you see the potential that XRP could have, holy crap, your mind's going to be blown. And remember, not only banks hold XRP, people hold XRP too. And how do you think the banks are going to have to get that XRP to send it? They're going to have to pay a crap load of money to people like me if I hold enough of it, because I'm not going to want to let go of it. And they're going to have a higher demand for it because they're going to need it to send money in the banks. And they can't create any more than 100 billion, and they're in escrow, so they take a while. It might take a while, right? Think of all of those things. Yes, XRP and ETC do have different use cases. ETC and ETH are almost the same. They both have very similar structures. ETC was focusing more on dApps 2.0. That's what people have been saying. But again, we know that ETH network actually can't really handle things like CryptoKitties well. So we have to just wait and see where we go with that one, is on top of everything. So there. Partners, team, money. Absolutely. XRP is better than ETC, speed, cost, and scalability, partners, team, and money, and more. There's more, but ETC, I still like it as a coin, and I still hold it, so that's just not, that's the thing. But in terms of use cases, yes, you're right, Alan, that you can't really compare the two, but if you're comparing them as a whole, as a project to a project, not looking at that in general, if you're looking at the potential, I think that the potential of XRP is bigger than ETC, just because we already have ETH and we already have ETC, but we only have one XRP. That's something you have to think about. And also, I love ETC, guys. I'm friends with someone who runs the Radix Dex, so I know. I definitely know that I'm a big fan, guys. Don't you know that I am that? But I think the XRP has a higher ceiling for sure. XRP is not the same as Ripple, actually. XRP is the currency, and Ripple is a company, so they're a little bit different. And yes, thank you for that, Jason. You just said it. You guys are great. So that's where we're at right now. Alan, I could definitely have a debate with you on that for sure. I mean, you know where I was coming from before. I do think that you're right. You can't really compare the two. If you're looking at potential, though, you can. Which has a higher ceiling, which has a higher amount of potential based off what's going on in the projects, absolutely XRP. Because ETC, it's the old ETH, not as many people use it. It's great for creating dApps, and it will have use case, but not as much use even though it will go in value and it will have a lot of use case and it will be great, it might not be as good an investment as some others. So it's just something to think about. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a great night. It's been 35 minutes with Coach K. I hope that you guys got a little bit out of today's show. I hope that you understand why I was saying what I was saying, and it's really hard for me to admit I'm wrong. So if it's hard enough for me to admit I'm wrong, you guys should at least take a look at it for yourself. And the reason why a lot of you guys don't like XRP is because people like I and others, I'm not going to mention names, have said they don't like XRP, but they haven't gone and looked back at XRP, have they? And that's why we have to do this. We have to do our own due diligence, and when things change, you have to change as well with them. So that's why I'm saying it. So, great show, guys. Thanks for having me. Hope to see you guys after the weekend. Have a great weekend. Enjoy what you do this weekend. Play with your kids. Have fun. And, we'll see you on Monday. Coach K signing off for the night. And I'll see you guys soon. Have a good weekend, guys.